Hi, Kaya. I hope I'm audible. Hi, Lana. Guys, do you hear me? Will I change home in the next 3 months? I guess do I thought now. Let's see. Kaya, change home next 3 months. You would. Next 3 months. Next 3 months, please. Would she change home? Kaya. I see that to be. Yes. Happening for you, Kaya. Just, I think just one thing to keep your approach very stable. Okay, there's something either you're waiting too much or you're waiting on something to come to you. Okay, that's what I see. But if you can keep your approach very stable, should be happening, yes. Because I do see some possible discussions, some plannings. What do you mean? I didn't get what you say. That you don't have to be impulsive and jump on offers. Have a proper plan in place. Okay, whatever effort you take or whatever decision you make should be very controlled and not impulsive, is what I meant. Okay, have some discussions, have some plannings in place because I do see that starting for you for this change of home. Okay, I can't elaborate on this. This is just a yes no question. Okay, I can't say 10 different things in that. Okay, no, I don't know that. Yeah. If it's a yes no, I'll focus on your yes no answer. It's not a detailed question, babe. All right. I can just pull you through confirmations around yes and no. Okay. All right. I just hope this helps. I just saw that you can start posting if you have your questions ready. Don't be. It's okay. You don't have to stress. It's okay. This is part of life, okay? That this person is presently here and that you don't over entertain or overindulge. I will start shuffling. With me a minute. First, as you say, okay, I'll keep the cards for the first question. I'll still do the second, okay? Let's do it this way, because I'll shuffle the whole deck on energy. What's up with E? What's up with Ace? This is 2 months 11. What's up here, please? What this deck that's missing up here? Good. Okay, what's up with E? What's his possible next action? Also, then his feelings, but first, his actions. What possible actions is it taking towards minorities? Possible action. A visit. Thinking about a visit for sure. But I think he's hot. Hot as in temperament. He's angry, I feel. Okay. I'm thinking of his energy to be angry. Like, a meeting is what I see. If he's been ignoring you. Oh, yeah. Also could be ignoring his urges or ignoring to explain things, even at the meeting. Don't go hard on him. Don't ask extra questions. Okay. And meet only if you're willing to meet, as I said. This is your present and it should behave the way you would love this person to behave. Okay. But see, if somebody's coming to miss you, especially E, it is because he missed you, okay? The meeting is happening because this person missed you. So, you know, also he's trying to control on something. As I said, that I think he's angry on something, but still, you know, would love to see the progress of the connection because I do see communication coming up, okay? And I do see him wanting to meet, okay? Or talk about something very important between you guys. Maybe talk about if things can travel to a stable phase between you guys. Okay, that's also very possible. Just that one thing he's very fearful of. Okay, something that messed up with his peace. And I think he's just protecting himself, which is why even with the meeting you would see a cautious and a slow behavior from him, okay? It's okay. Let it not affect you. I think I would say own it, okay? Can I check one more? What's more with the action of any? Can I know it? Draw. Mr. E. What's up? Four swords. Knight of wands. Very controlled approach. Okay. So when you say it's an assignment, I feel that yes. But you know why? Because I feel this person would need this distance and space. Because after enjoying this time with you, after enjoying the meeting with you, I see him creating a distance. Okay. I don't see him staying. I see him being impulsively creating the distance again. And maybe, if this is the meeting happens, I think the next would be in Libra season then. It's that much of a distance. He needs that much of a distance. Okay. I'll come to the feelings now. You can tell me if you want me to repeat any part of the actions. But yeah. How does he feel? How does he feel for her, please? What's up with his heart space? What's up with his heart space? What's up with his heart space? Knight of Pentacles. Slow commitment. Ace of Pentacles. I just said slow commitment. He will love to see how things are unfolding between you guys. And I think he already assumes that you guys are almost like in a connection. Okay? That you guys sit in this energy together, especially him. It's like maybe I found the one for me. We still can have a restart. Okay. Hmm. What else? Still not choosing up front. And I think it's because of his complex emotions. That's it. None of it points towards you that you're an issue now. I don't see that. Okay. I don't see that. It's very stable. Almost like he feels committed to you. And I know he's not committed to you, but it feels to him like that. Okay. Or maybe he's willing to manifest this. Okay, because there's something real. not just emotionally connected to you, there's also something very real outwardly. Okay. Coming to the moon's energy, that's his issue, okay? That's maybe his shadow side. Because there's anxiety that I feel with his feelings with the moon. Yeah, there's anxiety to be having to restart everything, and he wants to come correct. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to appear on the surface good and then deliver nothing. Okay, and I also feel like this is a part of his life that he is not showing to you yet. Maybe that's what brings in a lot of anxiety for this person. Okay, yeah. Something he's very cautious of, something he doesn't share, something he wants to keep under wraps, and he's like, I cannot share it because if this is out in light, maybe things won't work out, or maybe you won't accept him the way you are at the moment that you're ready to at the moment. So yeah, that keeps him, and I think that's how he keeps creating the distance also, because he don't want that anxiety to show up on the face in his life in front of you, and he's like, I'll go distant and I'll take my time. I'll, manage this and I'll come back and meet her. That's what I see. And exactly the same cycle of the feelings also. Okay. And I think you do want to leave the past anxieties or the traumas or whatever bad has happened behind. Okay. To move and to come forward with a stable future that he sees with you. But yes, I think it's a journey. Still give him 5 more weeks, I would say that. Okay. Yeah. And I think you don't have to over question him, because if you do, again, I don't see him over explaining. I see him creating a distance. Tell me any part of this you want me to repeat, please, before I wrap. No? Okay. Thank you for being here, Lana. I hope this helps. And yes, again, don't over entertain, don't let it affect you. Okay? I think you have had so many experiences now, you can own them. Don't let this affect you, is what I would say. Take care, Lana. I would wrap, babe. Your deck just overflows everywhere. Sure, sure. Hi, Sally. Do you hear me? I hope you're good. I am still doing photomancy, yes. But that would be done on the chat. Sorry, mail. Not chat, mail. Yes, please. I'll revert over the mail. You can donate. There's nobody on the list at the moment. You may post, Sally. I'll just add you on the list. How's the marriage is going with M? Let's see. Let's get one card for the energy around marriage. Ren, that's to do with some energy check out. What's up around his marriage? What's the energy, please? How good, how bad, whatever you want us know around Ant's marriage. Babe of God. Oh my god, I've got 5 of Wands energy, and I've got 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And this is just the energy check. Not that I'm claiming on anything. I'm yet to get some cards. But that's what I get as an energy check of 5 of Wands energy. Still seems like messed up. Stress. Okay. Let's get some more cards. I think I remember. I could relate to what you're and who you're asking for, so I remember. Don't worry. Okay. Because this is just the energy check that I wanted to do. Because you said last time you were here, it wasn't great, and I was just trying to get a hold of if there's some improvements, and I'm still getting at 5. So, there's drama with this. Okay. There's some battle going on. And whatever the connection is left around marriage, it's just thriving on a lot of chaos. That's how I see the energy for his marriage. Let's see. Let's get move on. For Anne, can we know just left on and how's the marriage going? How's the marriage going? King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I've got King of Cups reversed. Twice the King's energies out. Okay. High Priestess. Okay. I've also got the Six of Cups reversed. I've got the Knight of Swords. A lot of arguments. 4 of Cups. 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Mm, okay. The reading has come full circle. Look at that. Just started with the same energy, but I'm really wanting to get a clarifier on why the King of Wands. Why did the reading start with that? Is that passion? What is that, Spirit? That's King of Wands energy. We will have that. Queen of Wands. Yes. So I think I would say it now. I think there's some forced intimacy to keep the connection or to save the connection. Can I say that? Okay. I did get passion, and I was like, there's no love, and they're still forcing some intimacy to keep the connection going because it ended up with the first row was at the High Priestess, and I was still questioning it. For I was like, why would they force? They're so mature and they're in this marriage. And then I've got the Queen of Wands. I think they are advised, you know, or that's the only way out they feel is present for them to save the connection, to save this marriage, okay? Because this is clearly at a lot of chaos. Okay, so there's some connection that thrives in passion. Then there's some connection that thrives in love. Theirs is thriving on chaos. There's no love. Clearly, he's out of love. King of Cups was reversed. He doesn't know about his emotions anymore. With the High Priestess, he's like, it's better I keep it under wraps before I speak anything about it because that is bringing in more chaos. And when I checked for what the King of Wands is, what's this attempt around passion, and I've got his partner out. It's to save that. I don't know why they're doing it because they're clearly out of love. They're clearly out of love. Okay, there's clearly a lot of disappointments. The obstacles, the challenges as a couple, they're not able to overcome them because even if they're attempting it, they're still at this. Okay, but you know what? They're very incompatible with intimacy also, Salim. Oh my God. I didn't want to make this sound bad, but this is what I see. Okay. They're incompatible because even if you see the animals, we have a lion or we have a cat. They're never compatible, even with that. I don't know why it's turning so bad with this. Um, Truly failing at this attempt is what I can tell you, and I think I'll get a call for any insights in this. I have the moon at the bottom of deck when I clarified the King of Wands energy. I've got the queen out, and then I've got the moon. So it's just, as bad as that to keep the connection alive and to see if things are, getting back on track. They're even trying for this role playing, okay, to keep the passion up, to keep the fun in the connection. Purely no love. No, anything more, any more insight. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. That's them. I told you. Clearly thriving on chaos. And they're trying to get things on track. Okay. Yes, only for them to discover that they're not even compatible with that. Now the physical attraction is out of the window. Because if you see it, it's for the sake of that they felt physically attracted. And now when in reality, when they're in the practical, life, it's not helping them. They're not totally compatible. Got the gold diggers energy out. A lot of fire sign energy at the bottom of deck. Coming back to what's the energy on his marriage, I don't feel they're aligned. Okay. Whoever is the dominant one out of them is operating from control and pride. And I feel whoever is dominating one out of them, if it's N, then he's clearly unhappy. Okay. And he's believing the idea that he is knowing the best. Okay. He feels nobody can help him now. Even if there's people offering help, he's like, no, I've created a mess. And that's the best thing I know about my marriage. Okay. And I think no matter, even if they're forcing on this, they're clearly not able to find a solution to the obstacle, to the challenges that they're facing. Okay. And I think he's refusing because I am taking it to be N is because he's clearly out of love. Okay. And then his energy also goes like that. I don't think anybody can help me. I know best. Okay. There's a lot of silence between them. There's a lot of emotional distance because this just multiplied. Okay. It just multiplied with the high priestess energy being here. And the bad part is, I would say the worst is they're not even discussing it openly now. Okay. They're not openly addressing the issues. They're not discussing it anymore. Maybe this was their attempt to save. I would still get more cards on that. But what I see the energy around marriage, I don't feel joy. I'm not feeling any satisfaction. I'm not getting it from anywhere out of any cards that I have. Plus, what I see is a lot of dissatisfaction, a lot of boredom, a lot of finding out that they're not even physically compatible. Okay. Even when they try on role play, even when they try to explore their fantasies, I don't think. So, it could be that initially when we are looking at each other, we have so many fantasies developing, or we're actually in it to perform those fantasies. Nothing. Okay. They're not able to explore the depths of the desires they had in the first place. They were drawn to the fantasies they had towards each other. But when they're actually exploring it, I don't think there's any fun. Okay, so I see money also involved, and I see they're trying to see if things will get back on track. But how would it be? Because he's not accepting any help, no external help from him now. Okay. Here we know Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. I certainly feel this is going bad because it could be this forced intimacy, you know, is to, I think the idea behind that, or if somebody suggested it to them, is to have a child or is to conceive, and yet they're very dissatisfied. Four of Pentacles. Can I still get one card, Spirit? Justice. I think they're trying to handle the connection, but it's a bit rough because I don't see them finding a way out. I see them failing, and then I see the purpose behind the source intimacy could be that okay, if this can help us save the connection, okay, because this is how to secure this connection, and then the idea behind or whoever tried to help them is to plan a child, is to have a child in between them. Where the justice just became funnier. I'm so sorry because even if that was the idea behind, if you see the justice energy right after that, they don't know. Okay. They thought it was logical. They thought maybe they would have the balanced love again circling back to them. Okay. They thought there would be now equal relationship with their equal responsibilities. It just backfired, I feel. It just backfired. What is this energy, please? What is this energy, Spirit? What's going on? There's so many underlying tensions for them. I don't know. How are they even trying for it? Because this constant friction. Okay, I told you there's misalignment already. Okay, and there's a lot of disagreements also. And now the dominant one is not even accepting help. Any further help is denied. Can anybody of them be an earth sign? Or this is what they're then manifesting again. I do have the Four of Pentacles. I'm gonna have the earth sign emoji out here. I still have the, experiencing a breakup energy at the bottom of deck, but this is not out in public. Okay, even if there's differences, even if there is communication gap, even if there's no happiness in any of the person's heart, they're still not putting it out for public. It's very bad. They're pretty bored. So when you said if you feel they're struggling to conceive, with the justice, to be honest, it's more about being patient again. Okay. I do had a lot of water sign energy if you say Pisces at the bottom of deck when I've got the gold diggers energy. I don't know if they have some money joined together now. Okay. That's one thing they're trying to maybe save or something. But patients, they are definitely trying to see if they can still get a child or conceive. Okay, so I don't know if they're having troubles with that at the moment, but they're trying hard for something around that. Okay, they're patiently waiting if that could save it. Okay, you know, looking at all of them together collectively, I would say this feels like two people staying in something that no longer feels fulfilling. Okay, but they are still cannot, you know, or they don't have the courage to put it out publicly that they're fully broken because they're still trying to keep things getting back on track. Okay, there's so many still obstacles, they're not able to fight back, but they're trying for something, especially with intimacy. Okay, that stands so strong. Okay, followed by that, yes, maybe your child can save us now. Because you know what the child idea behind is? Because then they have more responsibility, right? So maybe they would hack themselves thinking that they cannot now break up, or the child would keep them glued in. If not love, maybe the responsibility. But I don't know, this is so forced, okay? This is very forced. Whatever I pick here is very forced. Yes, that's what I say. With the question, let me know any part you still want me to repeat. Okay. and has more money. Okay. Is that why he doubts this? Because this clearly says they want your money being used. Is he doubting his partner with this? But you see, none of the dynamics is rocking for them. Not even money, not even physical. Love is out of the window already. What's left? Any other aspect that we are missing on? They are trying to save that as well, yes. Maybe a child is a reward for them. That's how they see it. The people will respect them more. Probably that's how they're thinking. The thing is, he's not even accepting help from anybody now. All the love cards are reversed. And the King of Cups was reversed for him. Pretty sad. You may post your sub questions if you're ready. Yes. And I don't know why they're even trying for it because this is bringing in more sadness, I feel, but their idea. So she wants to stay. How's her energy about Anne? So she wants to stay. This is B. And his partner, does she wants to stay? I don't know, I'm not able to shuffle. I don't know. Is she so okay? Does she wants to stay? Can we check in that spread? Sorry. Ah, I think this is her. We had the same right after the King of Cups reversed. She wants to stay. She wants to stay. I've got the Hierophant reversed. Can we check on how does she feel on thing? How does she feel on thing? How does she feel on thing, please? Twins M. This to me is a no Claudia. I don't see her wanting to stay. But you know, it's deeper than that with the cards that I have. Let's just see how does she feel. Babe, three major arcanas. Look at them. How does she feel? Purely the Justice and the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is the same sword. Tower at the bottom of deck. Ooh, how does she think or feel? Uh, I think the reality of this connection pinches her so hard. Okay. I don't know. Even if I'm checking for a lot of love and thoughts, you know what I get is a certain label they're trying to protect in front of people. Okay. And maybe B is in this energy where she's very soon going to be like, I don't care about people anymore. This is hurting me so bad. Okay, this is keeping me so mad that I'm not able to care about people but me. Okay, but even if the reality hurts her, she's trying to keep up just for people to see their crowns, if you know what I mean. That on the outside they're so happy, they're just, even wearing their crown so proudly. But no, it's coming with a cost. And very soon I think B is somebody who's going to be not caring about this anymore because she's hurt, deeply, deeply hurt. I don't think she's feeling good about this anymore. Okay. Maybe she's already has thought of the repercussions if she choose to separate because I do have the justice here. She's already maybe thinking about different things because I do have the seven of cups at the bottom of deck and the world. I just said about this same thing. But yeah, separation could be on her mind, but she's not have clearly thought about it. But that's what she considers. That's on her mind for sure. I see it present. And even when she tries harder to ignore the truth, but I don't think she's able to. Okay. She's demanding some clear conversations and maybe she's not given that. And that hurts her so much. Because her thoughts goes like, is it even fair for me to stay in the connection? Okay. And for sure, she suffers from a lot of emotional coldness. Okay. One thing has been constant when I'm checking for B to N or just their marriage energy. There's no warmth. If you see, there's no warmth. There's no familiarity. It's more cold. It's more like, oh, my liability to be here. And I think exactly the same thing I see it over here with this. I don't think she wants to stay. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think I would say a yes for that because I don't clearly see it here. Nope. She's badly hurt. Okay. And not that she's confused. She's not. She is aware of the reality. She don't want to be lost in emotions anymore. She's evaluating rather. Okay. And she's weighing the connection very seriously because she's aware that it's not fair to her. Okay. What's being done, what's going on doesn't make sense to her. And she demands this clarity, a clear communication. But I don't think all that she feels is so pain and disappointment. Okay. Does she wants to stay? I think internally, she's aware what she wants. What she wants is to leave, to end, because she's rejecting the structure of the marriage. Clearly, here I saw that. Okay, she's questioning the commitment. She's questioning for what is she, bearing all of this. Okay, so I don't think she's rejecting it. I don't know when and how would this now come in public's eye. But yeah, clearly rejecting. I don't think she wants to stay. No. A very sad situation for me. Tell me any part you want me to repeat or clarify with this, but this is what I see, okay? For your sub question. There's a lot of struggle and excitement. Yes. Yes. Because if you see her current thoughts, she's aware that it's not fair. Because if you see this count, she clearly internally knows it's not working and she wants to reject this. But you know what? If you always see the exterior of the high priestess, she maintains it. Okay, she doesn't let people know what's in the heart. She maintains the outer exterior. You know why? Because maybe there are too many things tied to this marriage. This is possible. If I can give you an, overview of where is this energy coming from, if I'm tracing it backwards, it's because maybe a lot of things are tied to the connection to the marriage. But she's rejecting the structure of the marriage that she is in for sure. Okay, which is why I said that no, she doesn't want to stay. Okay, but she's maintaining that. Exterior is all about the maintenance. Nobody's actually at the moment. Okay. All right. Horrible already, but let's still see. I don't know. They're trying to accommodate a child, babe. How do you think? I don't know. Let's see. What's the outcome? Let's get a theme card for the outcome, please. What do you think is going to be the outcome between N and B? Just one card first. It's the energy of outcome between N and B. Can we find them to be at in the near future, please? Okay. Let's see. It's the outcome. It's the outcome. Let's look at here. I've got the moon and I've got the four of swords energy. Hmm. Moon is also sometimes deception. So I don't know if there's deception in place. We would check it. They are still showing up as with a lot of anxiety, mixed signals, uncertainty, some fears. Like this is, and then the Four of Swords. It's still that they're bored. I'm still trying to make a sense of what I see with them because if you clearly see, they're still holding on to this in the middle. So I don't know for what. There's definitely going to be distance between them, okay? Because both the cards are like isolated, no active emotional involvement, okay? Trying to get a space of their own so that they could actually understand what's happening, or maybe to not hurt the other person with the words, with their actions. So they're like, let's go alone, let's get isolated. And there's still something keeping them together with the one in between. And let's see. I cannot say separation at the moment, but I would still check for more. Wait. This is MB. What's the outcome spell? What's the outcome, please? The near future. Oh, we were just talking about deception. Could that be that? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Oh God, lovers. There's a lot of choices. Choices, choices. And the lovers is again of the choices. Okay. Can I still get a card? What's the outcome? Eight of Wands reversed. You know, this marriage is moving more into confusion and withdrawal. It's messy. And I feel there would be a major crossroads for them. They will reach a point where they would be like, let's decide about this marriage, what to do with this marriage, how to keep it, or how to keep showing about it. Okay. And it's nothing straightforward, is what I see. Because I would have said that, oh, maybe they are progressing towards more clarity, but I've got the Eight of Wands reversed. Delays, communication blocks, they're dragging, things are dragging instead of progressing for them. And there's no clear forward movement for them. Like, I cannot say they're improving or they would remain. I think they would still remain married on papers. I can tell you that because look, this could be the ones, this is like over limits for them. They may start to engage with other people. Possible. That's one possibility. Like, I'm not saying that this would happen. This is one possibility for them. Okay. Possible external influences, other options, other people will complicate this more. Okay. But they're entering more confusing times, all the more confusing times. For this, because when I had these two cards, I took my time because all I could see is two people who are physically, emotionally withdrawn. It's almost like lying next to each other, but not really with each other. Okay, that's the energy that I see. I see a lot of avoidance. I see a lot of silence for them. So I don't know if this is a separation. No, I cannot still say about separation, but things are still more stuck and not progressing for them. Okay. And there could be other people getting involved to delay this connection to find something of its own. Okay. So would they remain married? Very uncertain. Very uncertain. I'm still not able to comment on if they would still be married. I can clarify that then. But that's energy. Oh, can you stop confusing us with the death's energy? You see, I don't think they can. Or you would see them breaking up. No, no. Still on papers, they would be married. Yes. Okay. Because when I'm checking for would they still remain married, and I've got the death's energy, and it just jumped from the moon to the that's let's say maybe this cannot stay the same, okay? But they can still have a second chance with the same person. Okay. It's that. If I'm making sense, it's that. It's very none of the cards give me a very straight answer. No. I see a lot of delays for them. No, within this year, they're still dragging this marriage, I think, yes. Okay. Because we literally have the same people here with the death card. That's the high priestess and the high fence person here. Outcome is still messy, Sally, okay? Tell me any part you will allow me to repeat or clarify that you think. Need clarifiers. Heavy, heavy transformation is needed. Yes. But what I'm checking for? They would still remain married, and I get that card. You know, the message from spirit for the marriage would be release. Release fully. Don't be stuck here. Okay? It's that. If somebody can guide them and if they really seek spirit answers, they would be told that. Like cut off completely before you re enter again, but just first cut off. So I think whatever the connection is at the moment, it is not going to remain the same. So I don't know if that status will change, but for me, especially with the lovers in between. To me, this is like that on papers they can still choose to be, maybe they would live separately, or maybe they would have different rooms. Okay. And no matter which angle you see them, it's a lot of disappointment. It's strange because I'm still not picking up on that. I would say the love would grow, that you expect some good news. There's not even good news. The inner ones is reversed. Okay. No. It's messy. Maybe they chose this mess, but it's messy, very messy. I just hope this helps. And I just hope this gives you the clarity you were looking at. I don't know what kind of a marriage would be labeled this as, but yeah, it's bad. It's a struggle. It's bad and it's a struggle. Thank you for being here. I'll wrap. Okay. You can. There's nobody on the list. For 2 minutes. Okay. Post. Okay. B and N's family. N's family. B and N's family. What's the emoji between them? B and N's family. Oh God. Temperance, then a wands. Four of wands at the bottom of deck. It's a struggle for them to maintain a balance. This is B and N's family. B and N's family, please. Spinach between them. Do they get along very well? Do they get along very well? What the Four of Cups? Why do they want to survive? This is a lot of struggle. You see, there's a lot of constant dissatisfaction with this energy. Like this appears no matter what dynamics are we checking, either for their marriage between them, now between B and Anne's family. And I'm still getting one more card because I don't understand. For yeah, look at that. I think I have the Empress again, and I would just say that whatever is holding them together is just the mother, just the mother. Maybe she has this upper hand on both of them, or over this connection, or over the family, and she's like, "You've got to perform. You have no way out of this marriage." This is the kind of instruction I see coming. There's no other basis, okay? Because even with the family, if you see, I don't like feel any warmth, I don't feel any love existing. In fact, I feel like this is a duty. On the surface, she's trying to adjust so much. It's so hard to keep up with this, okay? This effort that we can make it work and maintain peace, but emotionally, this is so heavy for her. Okay. She's constantly managing, and this is B. Nothing feels settled for her. She's juggling between my own peace, then my stress, then this family. Okay. And I think she's trying to adjust in the midst of a lot of draining. Okay. She feels so drained out, and she's still trying to adjust and manage. And I think B also feels a lot of burden from the expectations that the mother has. Okay, the obligations, responsibilities, or pressure from family dynamics go anywhere. And maybe that is how she's more emotionally disengaged. She's very unfulfilled in this family environment. And I don't know if this is very early for me to say that, because when I had this, I was like, okay, this person is very clear about what dynamics exist here. Okay. And then I've got the fool. Because of this, she's also clear that she would create emotional distance in the long run. Okay. She don't have any desire to be part of this entangled family drama. Okay. Or maybe she's already potentially detaching mentally from them. Okay. Yeah. There's mental detachment. The family system drains her so much. So much so that I would say she's slowly stepping back from needing validation or connection with them. Okay? She gets along, yes, but it drains her so much that now it's more of a detachment. In the long run, I don't know. I see her moving away. Okay? It's from the mother the pressure comes that she's got to perform. There's drama. Yes, there's drama. She's not feeling proud that, oh, yeah, I'm able to manage. What you see after it is bad. From here, also, what you see after this is bad. I think she's better alone than with the family. You see? I don't have the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups in order. You've got the Fools that, oh my God, I would restart my life because I'm so done with this. This is the energy that I see from B. Okay. Don't tell me if that already exists. I remember I had the moon, and the very first thing I wanted to say is there's going to be deception. Let's see. I think I'll search on my deck, which just first, Mr. B. This is N. Okay, this is N. Is he doing that already, please? You see, as I got the deck, first was the hyphen. No, I see more from this is N. So he is definitely surrounded by temptations. Does he cheat on Billy? She thinks, bro. Does he cheat on Billy already? Oh yeah, he's having a lot of attention. Does he also travel? Like different locations? Or he has events or something happening at different locations? It was. This is especially when he travels. It gives him freedom. It gives him freedom. Oh my god. This is work travel fun. Okay. It's my opportunity that I have to travel and then I'll have fun because I don't have anybody to explain my things to. I'll get one more card. I've got the hangman. I've got the strength at the bottom of deck. It seems like that already. I don't know. Are you aware of anybody? I don't know if this could be a business manager or somebody who's constant to him. Has to be a female. So, it's not about impulsive betrayal. I'll clarify that. Not impulsive betrayal, but I think there's somebody constantly present. Okay? Not the wife. Not the wife. I'll tell you that. It's more from the external world. He's definitely busy building and expanding with the work, yes. Okay. And I think this just gives him this opportunity that he can. Okay. And I feel like either there's somebody constant, okay, that's present. I don't know if this is a business manager, because we could have her at any post or just somebody who's a companion with this travel. Very possible. Okay. But it's not impulsively done. And that he's got it like different people, different days. Not that. No. There's definitely some secrecy driven behavior. Okay. Yes. And how the outside world sees him. Why do I say not random? Why I do I see that? Is because now I feel the people around him or the way people know him, people are aware that he's married. Okay. It's out in the public's eye, is what I see from the cards. And the wife is seen as somebody with the presence, strong presence. Okay, like people see her with a strong presence. So they're aware there's family structure in place. So he's not impulsively cheating, but he does still with somebody who's constant. Okay, it's almost like the other person feels like a home to him, especially when he travels. And it's easy for him to cheat, especially when he travels, because he's not liable to answer. Like people don't keep a track when he's traveling. Okay. And it's more physical. It's more physical. I won't say that he's emotionally involved because I don't think there's no emotional busyness. No. It's more like my secret romantic thing happening somewhere. That's that. Okay. Because I feel he's very occupied also with work. Okay. And now even people are aware of this wife energy present around him. So it's not happening impulsively, you know, that he's tempted every time and he gets this new person. I think that's not possible for him. This is one thing that has changed. I'll tell you that. Maybe it could be before wife present, but this has changed in his life right now with the hangman's upright. But there's still existing somebody, okay, because he's got a lot of attention. I do see he's got that. Okay. I don't know if he's a silver fox in his circle, in his business circle, work circle for people. If people see him as that, yes. Some constant companion, yes. Especially with this, I feel like either business manager or event manager or something around the person's energy is very possible. Okay. I hope this helps. Let me know. Any of it you want me to repeat, okay? I feel that, yes. Because I'm currently not seeing him impulsively cheating. Previously, babe, yes, there's a trace of it, and I've mentioned it to you. But when it comes to cheating and be is with one person, and that person is very, very present. And this other person also is aware of the wife. So, from the point I see it, maybe it's more safer with her because she accepts that. She accepts the fact the wife is present. I think he cannot impulsively cheat because then the name, then the whole, what do I say? Whole respect is at stake. Not the one card I can name that with. No, no, because I'm picking up on all the five collective energy. No, not I cannot give you a card for that because this gives me the whole story around work, then around his events and the travel because I do have the three ones also present. This is outside travel, and then people are aware of this life thing. Okay, so that one person I cannot name that I got it from the nine of the queen. It's somebody around work that gave me the hint. Okay. I hope this helps you, okay? I know, I know, I know, especially the marriage part. This is still like we can understand, but the other part, no idea. Do you want me to mail the photomancy details? Do you, or are you aware of the process? I mean, you would have to like share the pictures, okay? Along with the questions for that. And I'll wrap this one, Sunny. Okay. Let's see. Can I disperse this energy? Yes, please. I'll share it over them. Oh, I would have missed it. Thank you for informing me. You can post. Let me know the question. About you? All right. And for so, okay. Can we check for her mind space? What's up? How's he thinking of her right now? Thinking of you right now. I've got the tower reversed. How is he thinking of her right now? I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with him. These cards should be there, right? Because he is with that person. He married. And we have it for you with the mind. Okay. Why is he so twisted? Heart. How is he feeling? What's up with his heart space? What's up with his heart space? Okay, man. What's wrong with him? What's up with his heart? How is he feeling? Knight of Wands. I've got the Eight of Wands at the bottom of deck. Oh my god. Were you guys physically involved? I don't know, there's some comparison. Also, there's some remembrance of happy moments. I don't know if this is more with the intimacy or he's just revisiting things with you and he's feeling good about it. Or maybe because he felt good back then, he's trying to revisit them, especially with the heart. Okay. And I don't know if he was wishing for it, but there's some comparison happening. And then I have the eight of wands, and I'm like, what is he revisiting for that? You guys were not, but he revisits the happy moments, whatever good was happening between you guys. Can we get one more card? Revisiting the past. Okay, look at the Knight of Wands and all she around. Give me one more card for how he feels. Again, the Six of Wands. Also upset with the King of Pentacles energy. Also see him to be upset. With you, I think with you on the mind, he's still not letting it fully break open. I'll tell you how, because you are on the mind still in this light where you're soft, you're familiar to him, you're nurturing to him, you're valuable to him. Okay. You represent a lot of care and support. Okay. On his mind, the way he thinks about you, and he's avoiding a major internal collapse or confrontation. He's aware that something was not right between you guys, and he consciously or unconsciously at the moment doesn't want to fully break open about it. He's trying to control. He's trying to control. He's mentally holding back, okay, on the disruptions that happened between you guys. And he's still valuing you very deeply. You know, the way he's feeling towards you, if you see, he's practicing emotional moderation. He's very controlled because he's also upset. He's trying to keep things steady and secretive. Steady and secretive. Like he should be the only person visiting it. No other person should know about it. Because come on, he's upset. Okay, that's the way he makes his mind and heart. Okay. Despite the core attachment energy that I have from him for you, it's very controlled from him. Okay. Maybe now because he's married, he's like remembering himself that now he's married. Okay, he's a responsible husband. I have duties. I've got to maintain my distance with her. I'm also upset with her. But please know there's comparison happening. So don't feel like you were just not nobody or nothing for him. especially with this combination. And because he is keeping you like that on the mind, he's like comparing it. If things could have been different, I don't know. It could be like different things coming from here. If he revisits the memories, if he revisits what actually went wrong, okay, the mind goes like, if that never happened, because I still see her to be this, okay. But there's some comparison either with the wife or something, you against the wife, or the way he's remembering you in his heart gives him this comparison for sure. Would it be that things would have been different if she was here with me? Okay. There's restlessness, okay, and there's controlled emotions because let's not deny on one thing that he feels the chaos with you was also existing, or maybe the chaos with you was now seem manageable to him, you know? Maybe the chaos before was like, this is so much. I'm not able to handle this. And now he feels that chaos was so less in comparison to what he's got now with the wife. Engaged, married, maybe I don't think he thought that you were not good, especially now with the thoughts I have you at the Empress. How would I say that? No. Because you say that, I have this. I feel alone and in dark. Where is my light? And I do have the temperance with the triangular light here. You're still remembered, and I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now because he's got to maintain this husband, how to say husband what? Husband energy around him, or his status of being a husband to somebody else. Okay. And he really needs to make himself remember that he's upset also, that he don't care. Well, he cares. Okay. That's the pretense that I don't care. I've moved on in my life. I'm a husband now. I don't think. If the confession said that, okay, because I really wanted to clarify this Knight of Wands energy in the middle, and I feel alone and in the dark. Where's my life? So helpless with the confession to see it. No, babe, no, 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 no. Maybe you said that because you see yourself as temperance energy with his feelings. No. No, 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 not always. No. So when you're checking for feelings, I won't say it's a fuckboy. No, no, no. No. That's a very general interpretation because of the one's energy present. No. With the temperance, he's putting an emotional regulation. Okay. He's trying to not act upon whatever remaining energy he's got towards you. Okay. And with the tower reverse in the mind, because that's how the mind is thinking when you're on the mind. He's actively suppressing. He's aware that he needs an emotional reset towards you. And emotional reset is that I've got to let her go completely because I'm married, okay? And it was chaotic with her, but he's still holding on to it. No, none of it is driven because if you it's his own whole energy. Okay, that's his mind space and that's how his heart space is at the moment. I won't say, okay, I'll give you another thing. I won't say that he's obsessed with you still, even when he's married. No, no. But I would say that he's not mentally cleared the emotional imprint you left in him. Okay? And the Nighter wants the chemistry he felt with you, which is why he's revisiting. Okay? If you see the direction, he's not forward moving. He's like, I would revisit that because it would, the way I remember her makes me happy a bit. That is the energy. No, not that I would tell her to be a fuck boy. No, I think scared by his current identity because this is where his actual commitment and identity sits. That he's the husband. He's supposed to be the provider to somebody. I would have said you if I had the emperor here. But if I had the king of pentacles, I would say, oh, his current identity of being married to somebody. And why I say that you were nobody is because when we are checking for his heart space for you, if you see, he still have to force himself to remember this identity. Okay? You know why? Because maybe he still have this idea that you're not aware of his marriage. And then he's like, even if she doesn't, I know. So I will remember. Okay? Do it make sense now? Yeah? All right. I'll keep that back. I will wish you more love, okay? Sally, thank you for being here. Shouldn't have to be. She thinking looks back. Probably, yes. Because you only go back to your past when you're not happy, you know? If you're happy truly in the present, like none of us would revisit the past. In fact, we would, in fact, we would be extremely proud we left that person. What you think? That happens, right? We humans. That happens. If you're extremely happy and we have hit a jackpot with our partner, if our partner is a flex, then we would be proud we left the past person, right? That happens. So yeah, I can not truly I can say that, but I think that triggers him because he's not happy at the present marriage. So that definitely triggers him to think about the past. All the options he had to turn into. No, not at the moment that he left you. I don't think. Why would I see you with the Empress energy then? I don't think. You sent for a detail. One detailed, is it? Relax. Why would I hate you? 1 million one messages? Okay. Okay. Which do I pull first? Tell me. Do I pull the messages first? Do I pull what you meaning? Reality, you know. Sorry, this is some the places of the messages. Understanding. I see your side of the story. Why does it feel like his marriage has made him realize that you were so good? Look at this. So yeah, I think I said this one thing with the last reading. That maybe the chaos with you, he thought it is so big and he should not, handle that chaos or entertain you with that chaos. But now that chaos is very manageable. Okay, he feels it's easy. A lot more a lot more understanding. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. I think you were just asking me that. You were just asking me that. Is it because he's alone that he's valuing you more? I think yes. You see, the person in here is alone. A lot of time to reflect back. The way you love can. Okay, okay. Let's see more. Let's see more on this other thread. Can we get more words? Can we get more words? Mr. M. Your soul is born. What are you saying? Anything he would love to say to Sully right now? Oh my god, I've got this in reversed. It says, I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. I have things going, and this is about his marriage. I have things going on in my life that requires my full attention. I think it's his marriage. All his attention and to save that, but yeah. I had this in reversal. Maybe. He still doesn't have courage to speak about this. Okay? Even if the confession is out, this to me is that I don't want you to know about this ever. That he tried to run away from his connection. I told you that the chaos with you before, he saw it as a big rock. Okay? But now, your person has softened towards you, is what I feel. He's more understanding of you, he's more understanding of how valuable you were. Yes, this is what I see from the love message. I think it's very deep. Some of them are very deep. If you see this one also, it just confirmed the one thing that I was saying. Like, yeah, he revisits all things. When you were a part of his life, he revisits them, the memories, okay? You can post your mini question if you're ready, okay? Someone else's thoughts for me. Whatever you choose. Messages are more direct with the words. The messages won't be able to give you a lot of feelings. No, they talk about how is the person thinking or reflecting back on you. Or if I have the text words, that is how they would love to come forward and speak things, not the feelings. Feelings are front row, yes. So you decide. Okay. Phillips. I'll use Daryl then. Because you need both thoughts and feelings. Let's get concrete thoughts. You can see, okay. Oops. See. How's it thinking for her? This is feeling. It's all these. How is his thoughts? How is his thoughts right now? How is he thinking for her? Moon. Page of Cups. This person seems more ready to come forward to you. Can I check for the feelings also? Let's check for the feelings of sister. How's he feeling? How's he feeling? Oh, sorry. Mr. Billy. How's he feeling to it? Eight of Wands. I told you he's more ready to come forward. A lot of movement. And what's happening? All the X's are at the King of Wands, Knight of Wands, I'm sorry, towards you. I said King. I don't know. Because if you see a lot of movement, I think he's more ready to come forward, step up and talk. Okay, maybe he's got more courage to speak about whatever with you. But you know, with the thoughts, there exists some emotional fog and some of his unspoken feelings towards you. Okay. And I think he's assuming or misreading things rather than having a solid clarity on you. I feel he's assuming that maybe you've moved on and you're pursuing somebody. Okay. But there's nostalgia and there's this mind space. Okay. That he's, maybe living in and he wonders about you and him getting back to you. Would you accept a lot of that energy? Or if he should reach out with an apology or something, that is how his mind space is. Okay. He's also curious to know if you're pursuing somebody, if you've got somebody finally. Okay. About the feelings, I think there's a lot of fast emotional spikes. Okay. And he's so dying to come forward and speak with you with his heart. He's like, that's my wish come true if I can do that. And he's, I think, reflecting back on a lot of chemistry, a lot of spark that existed. Okay. And then there's a question. If you have drifted apart from it completely and moved on in your life, okay, he's a Scorpio, but this whole card is the Scorpio energy also. Because both Pisces and Scorpio, but yeah. He's keeping it to himself at the moment. The mind's thoughts are just his own. Okay. But can I say that he's not emotionally anchored to you completely? That's the bad part. Otherwise, I would have said, oh yeah, this person is more ready, but it's for his own things. Not because he's truly and madly in love. It's because of his own things. I think he's wanting to have the spark and the chemistry back with you. That's it. That's him and that's it. It's just the chemistry, the bond with you, the way he felt with you is what he's willing to chase. Okay. And also, because with the feelings, it gives him this belief that maybe if, for example, if in the mind he has this plan that can I go back and if she accepts me, can she be an anchor for me to, latch on to and then I could drift from my current life? Like I want more peace, so I am choosing her and I move towards her. But again, as I said, it's for his benefit. It's not because he's coming from the place that oh yeah, I realize that I am in love with you, or you're my true love of my life. No, he's coming back because he wants you to be this anchor who helps him drift apart from his current situation. Okay? And it's like, can I go? Will she welcome me? But can I keep it to myself? Like nobody should know. It's also that. That's the clever energy. It should be in secret that if I'm doing it, if I'm going, and even if I'm pursuing, then nobody should know. Okay? And I think that's the biggest red flag. Why is somebody hiding that they're pursuing you? So he's clever, and it's for his own benefit. Okay? What I'm trying to, what I'm up to. I understand why you say that. Yeah, shouldn't give him a license to come back. It's good. If you really need peace and if you really need new love, you've got to be in that energy. Trust me. No, no energetic alignment with any of the past people because they are past for a reason. It's good that you're aware. Can happen. You know why? Because I see a lot of movements, forward movements from him. It's almost like he's more free and he's more ready to come forward. Because even if you say this, it's a lot of texting again. Like I cannot, I'm like, I cannot put a guarantee to it with this because I'm not checking for the next actions. Okay, I'm just checking for how he's sitting with his mind and his heart. And he looks so ready. I think I said it already with these two beginning, and then we have the hearts got out, and like, oh, seems so ready to come forward. Maybe he cannot wait to move on from the current life. And you're the best option in front of him that, yeah, she could help me. You mean from Philips? All right. I'll drop on this one. Because you're the safest for him. I told you, you are that anchor he can latch on to. He's married? I mean, he was just engaged. Okay. I get it. One moment, okay? Sure. Can I get a partner? What's the energy around his? So we would say his commitment because I hope they take engagement to be commitment. It's the energy for his marriage with the partner he's with. This is Phillips. This is Phillips, please. What's going on? How's the energy around? What's the energy around his marriage, his enrichment commitment? I've got the partnerships, I've got the alliance reversed. I have the nine of wands reversed. Energy around his marriage. That's the energy around his marriage. Babe, okay, okay, spirit. I was doubting the three of wands reversed. Spirit give me Tower. That's the two of pentacles and the hermit at the bottom of that. Okay. These are just the energy check. Let's see more. The partner's name is Angelus Angie. We would pick it to be Phillips and Miss A. It's a classic sign. I have a classic sign that instability is there. Whatever plans they have for the future is going down the drain. Nothing is going anywhere between them. The growth feel blocked. I thought that I think the assumption was, especially from Philip, I would say, because we are checking from majorly from his emojis, maybe he thought that this is lifetime. I don't know if he said that to you or he made that publicly a statement, but he thought that this is his last, a long lasting lifetime love. And now what he faced is stagnation after all that he was expecting. Okay, they're stuck in a routine. That's it. They have a constant routine. Maybe this is a routine to just stay by together. That's it. Because this is both one of them feel a lot of disappointment. Okay, lack of future excite. There's no future excitement that I don't see that our visions together is matching. It's crashing, disruption. I think they already hit the rock bottom. They already hit the rock bottom. This is the energy. I was, doubting this. I was like, Spirit, can you have a clear answer? I want to say it in a word. And the tower flipped on my face. Let's get more cards. Let's see. This is what the theme, this is what the energy is around. There are some things that I think is very hard to ignore between them. Okay? And it's bad. Not that something is good happening. It's things are now becoming hard to ignore. Publicly called her soulmate. Okay. And now this. Let's see. What's up? How is this marriage going? How is this marriage going? Remember this card? I told you, you're that anchor on his mind who would help him get out of it. This was clearly his marriage. I've got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. He's so wanting to leave this and move forward, okay? Like, go somewhere else. Pack his bag. Go somewhere else. I've got the Three of Wands up right now. I think he's wanting to expand. But if you see this Three of Wands, it's alone. That I want to expand on my life, but alone, not with my current partner. Ace of Wands. Judgment. Let's think what should honestly knowledge then. Page of Cups, and I've got one more. Nine of Coins. That's the Outcome. Let me get one card for the outcome. There's a lot of transition happening for them. Okay. Some days he's trying to find or trying to search for some spark in the connection. And some days he's focused on escaping the stagnation and go somewhere with somebody else. What's the outcome here? What's the outcome here, please? Nine of Swords. What's the outcome here? Seven of Wands. Oh god. Five of Swords out of one more deck. Mm, I don't think the spark he's trying to find to renew the connection is going to be found. No, they both are very defensive and they both are, you know, not agreeing to the mistakes they make. Okay? I don't think they're giving in for mutual reconciling to the way the connection was in the past. Okay. It's because the outcome doesn't have a clean breakup or a clean stay happy either. This is more stress and more resistance at the same time. And the resistance is that maybe the one person feel the other is guilty, the other feel the first one is guilty. They're not accepting their mistakes. Okay. And I think they would still be at distress. Clearly not happy with what's happening inside. Because if you see, there's no, again, there's no love blooming again, there's no spark found again. This is more, we are enduring the conflict energy in his marriage. That I'm enduring the conflicts. Even the partner is doing the same. Okay. And there's also strong resistance to change, even with the outcome in the future. Emotional distance definitely existing. Future direction of where the connection is going is very unclear, is under a lot of questions of if they can even maintain it. Okay. Attempts to revive the dynamics happens, but I don't think they're clearly finding its way. Okay. And I think they both are moving towards their individual independence of how self-reliant they are at the moment, then being codependent on each other. Okay, that's how their marriage is. They're enduring the conflict right now, and I think that is what will add up to the stress. Okay. His is not collapsing in chaos. His is trying to endure the conflict, okay, trying to find more self-reliant ways to exist in the marriage. Okay. But he would love to move forward, expand, but alone. Because if you see both the energy and the line, the tangent this energy hits is my life, me being alone, me being single, me enjoying my freedom. Okay. Then none of it is like, okay, we collectively as a couple is coming up. No. There's also repeated crisis happening for them with the tower. Okay, and every time they're like, we've got to decide, and then they're still enduring. And I don't know if it's for the younger people, the kids, because I do have the Page of Cups here in between after the Judgment, but they've got to maintain the smile on the face for the kids or something. Okay, to maintain this home setup is also possible if they have a home setup at place. So yeah, they're also trying to save that. Okay. But a lot of urge to change. And the not so good part is the change is not for togetherness. The change is for becoming more self-reliant and independent in a connection. Okay. Maybe so that they're more busy with their things and not focus on the chaos. Okay. Tell me what else, any part of it you want me to clarify. Up to you. Let me know, okay? We would check that. Is it? Why? What's happening? What's wrong with the males? Why can't they be the providers? Let's see. Is he getting confused about getting married, sir? Is it? This is filler. This is filler, please. What's his energy? Is he getting confused about getting married? Babe, yeah, possible. Possible. Very possible. Two assaults. Two of wands. Oh god. Three of swords at the bottom of deck. Maybe he doesn't wish to. He doesn't wish to get married. Uh, but I think Philip is sure that he does not know what to do with the connection anymore. I have twice the two energy. Both of them from the conflict. Or maybe he's blindfolding himself to the truth. That's the next best step he was expected to take. But now he's like, I don't know, avoidance. And I think he does not want to look into this at the moment. He want to delay it. He want to delay it. And the crazy part is with the two of wands energy, this is that I have been looking for future options. I'm wanting to take things forward, but some other people. So yeah, he's not fully decided. You can say that. Because he's holding options in his mind rather than committing mentally to the partner he's with at the moment. Okay. Yes, they're forcing for this because I don't think they're able to revive the spark back in the connection. Okay. You mean from Philip? Is he also afraid of his image ruining in front of people? Because you say he announced it to be his soulmate. I think 50% of the world marriages are surviving because of this, that they don't want people to know that they're no longer together. I think it's for the image management. It's very possible. It's very common these days. You're so welcome. I'll wrap this one, okay? Sleep well, Celine. Oh, sure. I do have two spots left for Msgs, so yeah, do that for August.